The 924 is being disassembled.
Ian, don't do it. Oh my. Oh, 4 weeks later, it's gonna suck. Oh, why can't we get the windows to work?
We're gonna pull most of the panels off so that we can paint them separately. I've found personally in my unprofessional experience, it's way easier to paint a panel and get all the little nooks and crannies that you see if you pay attention to a car. If you pull them off, it's bolts, they go back on. If you crack the paint, who cares? I like it. So, this car is gonna get taken apart further than it already is. We're going to sand down each of the panels. We're going to add probably about half a gallon of Bondo to this thing because America.
But Ian, we've been sanding for a long time. What do you mean?
You've only just begun. And then we're going to get the thing straight. We're going to guide coat the whole car little by little. We're going to make it flat. We're going to get rid of all the little divots and dents and the dings that I keep finding the more I look at this thing. There's another one. And then we're going to paint it a really cool shade of...
Nice.
It's going to be great.
We've sanded it once already. Are you wanting us to sand another round of 80 on it, or what do you want to see us do before it comes to your shop?
Yeah, we've got to make it flat. We're not even remotely close.
So more 80 on that.
Before we do
80 is really aggressive. I would say we're going to go to like 120, and
Okay.
then we're going to get it buffed down. We're going to guide coat everything. We're going to get it flat. We're going to epoxy seal everything. We're probably going to flatten it out again with high build. And then we're going to flatten off our high build a little bit, sand that down, and then we'll go sealer base clear. The moral of the story is the first stage, I guess, with this lovely piece of machinery was to get rid of the literal house paint. This yellow was made for a 12-year-old Dutch girl's bedroom. So we need to get rid of that. We got rid of most of it already. We got to pull all these handles and everything off. That was Jake's job, as you can see, because it's not done. And then once all of the yellow is off and all of the black house paint's off, we don't have to get through all of the OEM blue. That can stay on there necessarily, as long as everything's scuffed really well, everything is flat. That's all we really care about. Before, there were like 1/4-inch ridges of paint just flowing through this thing like a dolphin through the ocean. We got rid of most of that. You guys did a great job. Now we need to make it look flat with an actual good paint job. Once we make it look flat with guide coat, high build, sealers, all of that, then we can make it look a really cool shade of... Right now you can't tell what's flat because you can't shade light against it. You can't put a flashlight and then look down the panel. You need to get everything uniform again. We can even right now epoxy seal all of this so that we can actually see what's flat and not flat. We need to get everything off. We need to get the door handles off. We need to get the mirrors off. We need to clean up all the dirt and grime because as soon as you start doing anything on this, one of these little chips of rust or dirt is going to fall onto the panel. You're going to start sanding on it, and then you're going to scrape straight through the panel because you're rubbing rust into it.
And for those of you that know, Ian's gonna be painting this at his house. So my last question for you.
To the city of Fargo, North Dakota, I'm painting this in a professional facility that is well ventilated and fits OSHA standards.
So with that being said, what do you want us to do before it comes to your facility?
Pull this gas cap off and you're set.
That's all you want, huh?
No. Pull the gas cap off. I want you to pull the handles off, pull the mirrors off, pull the lights off. You could get the doors off if you really wanted to, but we can actually leave those while we flatten out the panels. We're going to pull the hatch glass off. We need to get this guy out of there. You already got the tail lights off, so that's good. You need to pull the rear bumper off so we can get this rubber off. That's super easy.
Forgot about the rear bumper.
Yep. And then
It's one bolt.
all of that is
It'll only
off,
take 10 minutes, dude.
once all of that is off, you're going to want to pull all this rubber off because it's going to get in the way. And it's going to harden up when you paint it. So once all of that's off, we're going to clean the living crap out of this car, and then we're going to tape it off, or we're just going to start sanding there with guide coat and epoxy primer and high build and just making it flat.
And cleaning it, is that at your house or here?
All of the above. Keeping it clean is really important.
So
I would say the next place that it should probably go is my house. We would never drive a car that was not street legal on public roads.
Never.
This is a trailered car to our shop.
100%.
it'll be trailered.
That ride to the shop will be on the trailer. Okay. What do we do about this? So when there was a previous video these people saw. Horrible situation getting this passenger driver fender on. They decided to weld and Bondo it all to this car.
Yeah.
Can you fix that, or do we need to get a different one?
Well, there's two ways of going about this. Okay, the first way is going to be cutting all of this off and then forming a new corner piece that fits exactly the way that this is supposed to be. TIG welding that on, grinding your welds down, shaping it, making it flat, sealing it, making sure it all mounts back onto the car.
Wow.
And then there's the way that we're going to do it, which is going to be plastering it with a fiberglass reinforced Bondo material that actually forms to be just as hard as the steel, if not harder. So when we put that on there, we have to be really careful not to use too much, because if we sand it, it'll actually sand the steel just as fast as it'll sand the actual Bondo. So when we do that, we'll be really careful about it. We'll shape this really, really well. You'll never be able to know. The entire roof of my Datsun has been like that for a couple years now, and it's never folded.